I'm catching up with Nick Paddock to hear more about the Cliffy Miller runners that will step out on Tuesday. They do have a number to look forward to. Colmar Bluff is first up in race 1. Now, she was expected to need her debut last time out. She'll be having her second start on Tuesday and her first on Polly.
Yeah, she was a little bit disappointing. I was expecting maybe a handful of lengths off them, and she was quite a distance off them. You know, it was quite a strong race. I think there was two nursery winners out that form line, so it's quite strong. She's going to be suited to the Polly small filly and small feet, and that's she's very nimble, so the Polly will be better suited to her. I know first time out there was a bit of rain, a bit of chop in the ground, and those small feet of hers didn't get going. So, and she came out a bit slow. We've worked with her and hoping for a better effort and look for some improvement there.
Yoko will be next out in race 2. Now, she's going to enjoy a pole position draw.
Yeah, I think we found the right field for her. With all due respect, probably not the strongest maiden plates around. She's been a bit disappointing in her last two. Her work's a lot better than what she's shown. Hoping for improvement. We've slapped the blinker pacifiers on her. Hoping for a bit of improvement from draw 1. She should get the best chance to improve.
Master Wizard is next up in race 3. He'll be trying blinkers.
Yeah, put a line through that last run. Probably a bit on the far side. Said he probably enjoyed the trip and choked up badly, top of the lane. So you can put a line through that. We've put the blinkers on. The kid rides that. He's been doing a lot of work on him, and 50 kilos in the maiden plate from a decent draw. He should improve and look for a little bit more improvement, and hoping for if he can run into the back ends of quartets and just improve on that last run.
A horse that did improve last time out was Decree, and he'll be stepping out in race 4. Unfortunately, though, he does have the widest draw to overcome.
Yeah, at scratchings we thought maybe he's going to scratch up to 8-9 horse field, and it didn't, and everything on our inside stayed, and we end up with draw 11. So it's not going to be easy from over 1,000. There's a lot of speed in the race, so we might just have to take our medicine and look for a run later on. He did improve last time, but I was still a little bit disappointed. He's far better than that. He's a really nice little horse, and he seemes like he's come over that little virus that he had, and he's come over quite nicely. He's back to himself, hopefully, and look for a decent run here, and then probably 12, 13 on Polly next time, probably be a better trip for him.
Tacked up in the box behind us, ready for morning work, is Hot Hat. He runs in race 6. Now, last time out, he absolutely romped to victory, a winner by over 7 lengths to leave the maidens.
Yeah, he won very well, but I don't think he beat the best bunch. I think they're still battling to run places out of that form line, and he did get a penalty in that in the classified. A very competitive race. I think Globe Tonic, one of the horses to beat in that type of field, and I think Alan's horse, Greenlight Legend, obviously 2 wins on the bounce. So a competitive little field. Listen, Throw-him in, he's doing exceptionally well at home. He's improved, he's come on. I think that he's the type of horse that I think would build on that confidence after winning. So throw him into your wider pick sixes and quartets and that type of thing. Just keep an eye on him.
Roll of the Dice runs in race 7. Now, he improved last time out, and he's going to be well suited up to 1900.
Yeah, as long as they get the track off. So last time out, I thought he would have won that race, and he was in first gear in front, and obviously the race had to get abandoned. Obviously sour grapes about that, but the race has popped up at the right time for him now, and he's doing exceptionally well at home. He's jumping out of his skin. Thankfully, the race is coming on Tuesday, because I don't know if we could put a lid on him anymore. He's exceptionally well. He's probably one of the better runners on the day, and I expect him to go very close.
I must admit, it was quite tragic for Roll of the Dice, and we understand that these things do happen, and I think the safety of the horses and jockeys is paramount, so thank goodness everyone was fine. That was the day the tractor wasn't able to get off the track, but Roll of the Dice had looked like he had the race sewn up, so I do understand it was a bit bittersweet there, and let's hope that everything goes his way on Tuesday. Definitely a runner.